satisfied and happy just spending time with yourself, you avoid massive FOMO anxiety and you don't need pants.
I don't mind being alone at all. I love interaction with people, especially the people I want to be around, but I love my alone time. I love being able to think. I love being able to plan. Always did. And I get a lot done being alone. You know what I mean?
Number 2, boosting creativity. Not having to think or appease others means freedom. You may don a kilt if you wish. No pants bonus, remember? You have the freedom to let your mind's creativity go to town. No one...
Being alone is important.
Hell yeah.
Because being alone, it gives you the opportunity to align back with the all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We are hives like people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And so I understand why we all human beings are social. They connect, they like to be together. But for you to, it's like when you fall asleep, you know, you recharging the battery. You need that alone time, helps you build focus and helps you reconnect to the all.
Wanna know a secret? It ain't all that. In fact, sometimes the party person envies the happy to be alone person.
Welcome back to part 3 of episode 55. I hope y'all enjoyed the first 2 parts. The first one is about friendship. The second one is about being in a relationship, and this is a part of the loneliness epidemic, being lonely with somebody, being lonely and not maybe have friends. And this part is what's the benefits of being alone. Like, share, and subscribe if you're getting any value out the content. Like, share, and subscribe to ETWTV. Follow me on SoundCloud, Instagram. You already know my handle's gonna be on the bottom of the screen, flashing like it always does. You know what I mean? And I'm having this 1,000 subscriber cash giveaway, but if nobody in my DM and do follow the directions, we're gonna go to the 1,500 subscribers and keep going up. I ain't forcing y'all to give me my bread, nigga. We ain't forcing you to give this bread away, but I mean, we want to show love because that's what the L is for. But the chosen one shine bright, like my man knows, my brother also take the red pill. We're gonna go on to part 3 of H.F.C, episode 55, and this is what's the benefits, if any, of being alone. And you know, this content comes from Psych to Go, and it's being alone. The benefits of being alone, the benefits of being alone. You're gonna see the video come up. Know what I mean? So like, share, subscribe to Psych to Go. You know, we did a few videos with them. Like, share, subscribe to this channel, and get into the video. Let's go.
Hello, Psych2Goers, gather around. Yes, all of you. Don't just because the word alone is in the title. This is like the fortress of solitude. Badass, right? Yeah, all you quiet type introverts know what we mean. We can be alone, and we aren't lonely. Yeah, on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, there's an awful lot of try-hard shouting that constantly being around oodles of people is the best thing ever. Wanna know a secret? It ain't all that. In fact, sometimes the party person envies the happy to be alone person. If you can be satisfied and happy just spending time with yourself, you avoid massive FOMO anxiety and you don't need pants. Are the people independent? Throw your hands up at me. Bonus, being alone has even more benefits than just being good with your bad self. Things like 1, getting to focus on you and learning something new in the process. As super as we are, we have finite resources. Socially, a goodly chunk of our energy goes to fitting in somewhat. You know, things like watching what you say and negotiating activities so you can get along with others. But solo time means your resources are all yours. Yes. You can assess what's important to you and what you're passionate about, not what do all of you want to do. So sign up for that dance class because you want to. Want to learn Photoshop basics? You can watch all the tutorials. Hey, if you're still hankering for company after the fact, new learning means new people. Number 2, boosting creativity. Not having to think or appease others means freedom. You may don a kilt if you wish. No pants bonus, remember? You have the freedom to let your mind's creativity go to town. No one else is exerting limitations or pressuring a specific agenda on you. If you're doing something for yourself and solo, you don't have to conform to anything. Let the innovating maestro in you fly high. You can choose later if you want to share and trim accordingly at that time. So no big, right? Number 3, authenticity. Be like water, my friend. We know. Ironic that we're saying this in a video that's on YouTube via the internet, but that doesn't negate the fact that internet and info technology is a blessed we suck situation. Never before has so much knowledge and so many differing views been readily available. Yet, also, never before has there been so much noise, drowning out your inner voice. The one that says, this is me. If you've ever wondered, is this what I think or is it just popular? Then you understand. Being able to shut the front door, giving yourself space and peace, lets you avoid becoming one of the sheeple. You get to think independently about who you are and what you stand for. Who do you want to be for your sake? When you can get that solid grasp on your own identity, you naturally become more confident. You know yourself, so you can trust yourself and be authentic. Number 4, it enhances the quality of your relationships. We're not advocating separation or breakups here. We just mean space. As much as we love our people, we get used to them. It doesn't mean you love them less, just they become part of the norm. Nothing stays novelty new forever. When you take time separately from the relationship to care for yourself, you take a break from that norm. That solo time lets you reaffirm your own value and what you bring, while at the same time increasing understanding and value in others. It's like refreshing the noticeability of the other person and the view of the relationship as a whole. Number 5, it improves your mental well-being. You know, those days, impatient clients, you're short-staffed and you had to do overtime and now you're home. The last thing you need is more questions, more demands, more Nope. Silence, peace, quiet. You wanna think with no one barging in on you. Experiencing that spot of solitude and finding comfort in it improves stress management, increases life satisfaction, and enables focused attention, which improves recall and retention of information. All of this, in short, lets you get a grip so you don't feel lost, hopeless, or compelled to do something unwise out of desperation. And number 6, you can make sure that the cake is not a lie. You love someone. Okay, fine, you like someone. Or there's someone who makes you smile. And that's a positive. Happiness is a strange thing though, like a deceptively small cheesecake. It's sweet, it looks light, and when you have to eat a whole slice on your own, it feels like a brick. Being happy with someone is good. Giving someone the impossible responsibility for your happiness is a lose-lose for everyone. It's forcing this person to become an extension of you. You're bleeding off your power and giving it to them, depending on this outside source. Disappointment or a breakup becomes a traumatic amputation. Why nerf your powers? You know what you need. When you make your own happy cake, regardless of how outside influences turn out, you still have your cake. You are your own solid foundation, and even if you're not in Kansas anymore, you're still you. Processing emotions is like changing the frosting. You're still whole, and you'll get over the piping not being purple anymore. No one dictates how you feel, and no one owns you. If you're not used to being alone, it can feel a little unnerving. If so, ask yourself, I'm with me. Why do I feel uncomfortable? Is this the first time you haven't had to cater to others and you don't know how to cater to yourself? We tend to fear the unknown. Maybe you're not as happy with yourself as you believe, but you're awesome. Get to know you. To those of us who are comfortable alone, revel in your wisdom. You are the master of your fate. You are the captain of your soul, and we salute you. How did these points affect you? And can you relate? When was the last time you realized that you thrive in solitude? Discuss, share, and like. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
There you go. Hope y'all enjoyed that video from sight to goal. I mean, you see the benefits of being alone, and I wanted to break this down like this because it is an epidemic, an illness epidemic, but there's always a silver lining at the end of the or a light at the end of the tunnel. There's always a silver lining. The glass it's always have 4% empty. So I always want to show you some solution-based shit. Getting out this whole shit is not only being lonely, it's always two sides of the coin. So what's the benefits of being alone? You heard what she had to say. And I'm gonna start first on this one. Is there any benefits to being alone? If so, what is it? Like, you just heard some of the benefits, and yes, there's benefits to being alone. I think she just said, first of all, like, I don't mind being alone at all. I love interaction with people, especially the people I want to be around, but I love my alone time. I love being able to think. I love being able to plan. Always did. And I get a lot done being alone. You know what I mean? You get a lot done being alone, like things you said. You got your own, so you don't have to catch nobody else. You don't have to do nothing, what you call it. Because if you're a good person, you're in a relationship, significant other, you got a brother you live with, or a sister you live with, y'all got to share time with you. You got to share time. But if you got your time for yourself, if you use it the right way, it could be so effective. Just like you said, it's so much shit internet you can learn. It's being a time you can learn anything. You know what I mean? And better yourself at anything. If you can block out all the noise, like, as you said, which is pretty hard to do for a lot of people. But if you can block out all the noise, you can learn anything all that time for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you can work on a trade, work on a passion, work on a fucking a talent. You know what I mean? Like, work on a skill, to go to school. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever the case may be. So long time, or just have peace, have freedom, unwind. So it's like all this shit is real beneficial. But so is it loneliness? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's about how you look at things. If you're looking at it half empty, you can go from part 1 to part 2. They just have the real facts, more part 1 to part 2. If you look at things half empty, now I'm like, okay, damn, I'm alone. With that alone time, instead of being jealous or being more withdrawn, it's doing the same thing I'm saying now. Bringing yourself up. Stagnation is death. Creating your new self, so you can stop being lost, you can stop being socially awkward, you can stop being an asshole, learn about yourself, read books, learn. This is time you're supposed to start using this alone time. And not just hating on people more. So it's more about hate, getting fucked up, or looking at things to, you know what I mean, that's frivolous things, or things to kind of back up your crazy points in your mind, things about people hating on other people, things about people trying to stun on people, whatever crazy shit that people do. This time you're supposed to be start bettering yourself. So alone time is a great time. But before I let you go, this is my hypothesis, man. I think people was scared of being alone. People was fucking frightened. People was terrified of being alone. Because when you talk about being alone, you get confronted with all the things. Like you just said when you was off the camera. And I forgot you said, I should have said, you just go in the room,
close the door,
you connect to God. But people were scared to go close the room and be them by themselves.
Yeah.
They thought going to start running.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to start running. And I get for you, going to lie to God. You can lie to me.
You can't lie to yourself.
You can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to you can't lie to the universe. You can't lie to God. You can't lie to you. You can't lie to you. So when you sit alone and nothing is paying, you got no distractions, and you can try to block it out, but it's there. I mean, we all fucking humans there. People are scared of being by themselves. Sometimes I used to go to OT, see my girl when she's living in Delaware, and I didn't listen to shit. I didn't look at no fucking phone. I listened to music for 2 hours, and sometimes just look out the window, zoning, thinking, looking at the landscape. People were scared of it, and trust me, a lot of shit pop up. Old fucking butterflies. A lot of, insecurities and shit I'm not doing pop up, but it's for a reason. You confront them, but a lot of you are scared of them shit. So you keep yourself fucked up, high, drunk, going to parties with the girl, with the guy, with your homies, playing the video game and shit. So you keep yourself busy, so you can keep that whatever you're not doing, what you're supposed to be doing, out of your head. You know what I mean? But hell yeah, you get his benefits of being alone. And so one of the benefits, which I just said, and she broke it down perfectly. But is the end benefits of being alone?
Yeah, I mean, being alone is important.
Hell yeah.
Because being alone gives you the opportunity to align back with the all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We are hive-like people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And so I understand why we all human beings are social. They connect, they like to be together. But for you to it's like when you fall asleep, you recharging the battery. You need that alone time, helps you build focus and helps you reconnect to the all. The all creator, the universe, your higher self. It helps you to reconnect. It helps you to hear that voice. You know what I mean? And sometimes you may not want to hear what that voice is going to say, so you disregard it. And on top of that, being alone builds focus. You know what I'm saying? Being alone helps you find out who you are.
Clearly.
Because if you wipe away, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You got the internet, you got basic television, you know what I'm saying? You got the radio, you got your friends, you got your school, you got the internet, you got your family. So you got so many different influences on you as an individual. So who are you truly? And the only way to know who you are truly is by secluding yourself.
Spending time with yourself
to see, you know what I mean, and learning who you are.
I truly believe if you spend time with yourself in the quiet and you really try to get to know yourself, your higher self will start talking to you.
Of course.
That's the book you hear, whether it's images of you fucking up or it's images of what you should do with that, that's all what you need supposed to be getting. But you can't get these motherfucking
if you don't take time out from your day.
If you just look, so you on this, then you on this.
Yeah.
Then you at work. Sometimes you don't have to do nothing. You just at work, working, talking to coworkers, talking to your boys, doing this. You can't.
You don't have time to sit.
So you can't get the connection. Can't get that.
And then when you should have, and then maybe okay, now we roll out. Sunday come around. You know, you go to church, and now you still with the noise again. You know what I mean? And maybe that day's the day you sit down, you close that door, and you sit there and you meditate to yourself, just like Jesus, true name Yahshua, say, and connect to your higher self, connect to God, which is your higher self. You know what I mean? Because when do you ever get a chance, like, to sit down and enjoy, go to the park? You know what I mean? And sit there in the park with you know what I mean? And drink that juice that you like, and just sit there and meditate and breathe and inhale and see who you are and figure out what you like in life.
In order to connect in meditation, that's when they close their eyes, that's when they quiet, that's when they say
quiet, still around.
And they say certain affirmations or certain tantric things to get something in rhythm so they can zone the fuck out. You have to so you can connect to the source. You can't connect to the source. If you play, you can't. It's just, you have to understand me, you have to be focused on. I'm not just saying you have to go over and be on something. That's good. Meditation is great. But I'm saying, like, just quiet yourself down. Going through what you have to do, or going through what you're not doing. Like, really just sit back and analyze, or next steps for our plan, or dreaming about what you want. Like, people don't give themselves time to think about shit, or think about what you want to do. Okay, for my kids, or for this, I'm gonna do this. Like, y'all give yourself time to think about this. Y'all just go from one point to the next, one point to the next, one point to the next. Basically, like, Andrew Tate basically perfect quote with the Forrest Gump feather. You have to make life take you out from one point to the next, one point to the next. Something that rides with your kids, then you deal with it versus thinking about something that's pretty long, like, I'm trying to do this for them. There's no foresight or pre-thought in anything a lot of people do. So it's like, y'all gotta start taking onus and in your own response, you gotta take responsibility in your own action and how your life turns out in every facet of your life. I'm doing exactly what she says. The most things she says, and I'm gonna touch a few things she ever says, be responsible for your own happiness. Be responsible for your own motherfucking happiness. A lot of people's relying on whether they job, whether they spouse, whether they motherfucking career, or something to be responsible for your happiness. It's not gonna be happy. You gotta be responsible for your happiness.
Yeah, and then you don't find that happiness unless you spend. You will never find that happiness unless you know yourself. And spending time by yourself give you opportunity to learn to love yourself, because you can't love nobody else until you learn to love yourself. You can't get that great job or be with that great person until you learn who you are. You might stumble upon these things accidentally because you think about them all the time, so therefore, we magnets, we're going to attract what we think about all day long. But if you truly want to be in control of your reality and not flow like the wind in Forrest Gump, which is your reality being controlled by somebody else, then you have to take ownership on yourself.
Control your life, control
you have, you know what I mean? Because because we living in my thought, my theory, and so in a hologram, right? But you can create your reality within a reality, but you have to be in control of your subconscious mind. You know what I mean? And you can't let things sway you from one direction to the next. And like I said, and that comes with you spending time intentionally, spending time alone, not because you are lonely or you antisocial. Because I guarantee, even if you're lonely, antisocial, only thoughts is one to your mind, negative thoughts. Right. So if you intentionally say, I'm about to
intentionally want to change yourself,
right?
Intentionally want to look, like I said, it's bad for your mind. You can't be confused and go with misinformation. You can be alone and no source, no thought, no connection, no
you're not on
nothing.
The
You're not on frequency. You just think about the same shit over and over in a loop. So it's like, yeah, you got to make the same up to you again. You got to make that kind of like, you got to evolve to that point. And so it takes step by step. What you got to do is intentional. It's intentional. You don't stumble upon about. It's intentional, which is you got to make a step.
Evolving comes with trial and error. You know what I'm saying? Evolving comes with you getting up today and then you falling tomorrow and then you getting up again and you try until you don't fall. That's the only way you evolve.
So you agree with disagree? She said being alone could boost your energy.
Yeah, because you rejuvenate. You see, like I said, when you sleep and you rejuvenate in your body. When you take time for yourself, you rejuvenate in your spirit. You're connecting to the all. When you sit there alone, you just sit there and you meditate and think and you're connected. So yeah, I agree. It will give you more energy because your energy is coming from where? Your solar plexus, right? Why you call it solar plexus? Soul. It's coming from here.
Solar system.
Right. So you understand. So you know the energy is coming from the solar plexus. And I got to rejuvenate my soul, rejuvenate my spirit, connect with the all, meditate, cleanse myself. You know, people worry too much on the physical and not on the mental and the spiritual, right? You know what I'm saying?
Boosting creativity, hell yes.
Hell yeah, 100%.
100%. Yes. Oh yes.
100%.
When I get alone, is when I know my shit when I start thinking, okay, what I'm gonna do. I start trying to connect to the O. Not trying, I do connect to the O, so I'm thinking about, okay, how I'm gonna edit this, what song I'm gonna make, what this I'm gonna do, what plan. Hell yeah, for me it does. And I'm pretty sure I'm saying for me, because I don't speak for me, but I'm pretty sure it does it for any fucking body if you use it.
Well, yeah, it keeps you, that's the focus since it come with meditation. Overcome with, you know what I mean? Time alone.
Can it enhance the quality of your relationships?
100%.
Yes. That's why the old saying goes, you need alone time. In relationships, you need alone time. That's why they say that if y'all crowd each other, then nothing's gonna start happening. I'm talking about if you was around your brother soon and y'all crowd each other, you can start to anybody. And
there's another great saying.
Absence
makes the heart grow fonder. Yeah, it's another great saying. Absence makes, you know what I mean? Because time alone gives you time to. It's like remember what I was saying. I sit there and I remove everything in my life from me. And can I live without these things, right? And I'm like, no, I can't. See, when you have time alone, you have time to sit there and think. And then it gives you appreciation for what you have. Because if you don't have time to think, you don't give you appreciation, you start taking things for granted. You know what I mean? You start thinking that these things is supposed to be. She's supposed to be here because I'm a good person. She ain't supposed to be nowhere. She's her own individual on her own experience. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to take time out to sit back and say, let me appreciate the fact that she is here. And we are here together on this experience together. Let me appreciate, I got these beautiful kids. Let me appreciate I got these brothers and these friends.
That's adult self-reflection, which leads you, which if you think like that, you went through the stage of self-growth, of knowing how to be by yourself. You can reflect on that and actually appreciate things and intentionally think like that, consciously, that means you got to that point. But to get to that point, you're talking about like, yo, man, fuck that, I'm gonna appreciate this point. You gotta work on yourself, or you can still be stuck in that jealous, envious, depressed phase, that low frequency phase. That's the first step.
But that is it. It starts to take yourself out of the situation. You gotta take time to by yourself to come to these conclusions. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that when you saw that score.
That's why
Jesus
that's
Christ.
Why people distract. Something big happens on the news, something crazy happens. They'll make some celebrity couple broke up. Throw you right off. Who gives a fuck about that? When the UFO shit was happening, or the UFO shit was happening, what big event? All I think was Taylor Swift and Kelsey or something like that. Like, around the same time, like, this is what they do. And they hit you with the crossover. Walks. Okay. And y'all so, and I'm not trying to be derogatory, but the majority of people are just so fucking, just like,
you can't help
the attention span is so short that something important and as deep as whether I don't give a fuck if the whistleblowers was lying or not, as serious as aliens being up here, Kelsey and Taylor Swift, if that was what it was, would take precedent over that. Why? Like it happens all the fucking time. I'm pretty sure something big is happening in the government because of Diddy allegations.
Because it's like, you know, what's happening in the government. You got a crazy man trying to be president and a falling asleep who is president trying to be president again. So I need to keep these niggas distracted I need to keep these niggas distracted before they start to question what the fuck is, you know what I'm saying?
All these migrant problems going on. Like, there have been more migrants in here. Maybe that's what y'all trying to distract us for. They fucking
all of that too. All of that too.
But,
so many different things is going on.
But to wrap up what you said, do you think it also influences a mental well-being?
Of course, because listen, yeah.
Also, if you get to think, it also allows when you establish this step, you get to grow, and also you get to learn how to take care of yourself.
You see, that's why it's very important to understand that 100%, if it's intentional,
gotta be
isolation.
You gotta live life intentional.
Yeah, because if it's not intentional isolation and it's you being isolated because of your own doing, because like, I mean, when I mean your own doing, because you just isolating yourself from everybody, that shit will start turning into psychosis problems where them inner voices start becoming louder voices that you're hearing, and now you're seeing people standing there and all kinds of different things going. Now you're creating realities in your mind. Yeah, I think she's cheating. These niggas is trying to steal all kinds of shit because you're sitting too much time by yourself with a negative low frequency, yeah, because you're on a low frequency vibration. You understand what I'm saying?
And here's the kicker about that.
Food you're eating, music you're listening to, movies you're watching.
Both ways, my boy or my girl. It works both ways. The thing is just works if you want to do something good. You think about all that dumb shit long enough. I ain't probably not exactly what you think, but you're gonna start bringing more negative shit towards you.
Absolutely. Like
your action's gonna follow it, and your thoughts is motherfucking attractive at the same time.
Like I learned the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like what controls our frequencies? Like from higher frequencies to low vibrational frequencies. Our emotions. Now you understand why they manipulate them and play with them so much. And one day they make you happy, sad, angry, scared, because the emotions are creating the frequency that you're on. So it's like the emotions is the dial to the radio station. So they know this, so they intentionally change. And you got people all crazy. You have to learn how to control your emotions. One way or the other, you watch a movie, you can't get emotionally caught up in it. You watch the news, you cannot be emotionally caught up in it. You have to be on a
can't live in fear because you see the news and scared to do anything.
Right.
You can't live in fear, man. You can't live in fear, can't live in depression, can't live in anxiety, can't live in fucking this lack. You can't live in too much of abundance and think you just hire people. You can't live in illusion. You can't live in. You gotta be intentional with you. Like I said, I can't say it. Drop it up. You gotta be intentional with your life in every facet. If you want to go spiritually, you gotta be intentional. You want to go mentally, you gotta be intentional. You want to go financially, you gotta be intentional. You want to go physically, you want to be intentional. You want to get a better body, you gotta go to be intentional. You want to eat healthy, you gotta be intentional. Whatever you do, you gotta be intentional. And wrap it up like we always say. It sounds crazy, but everything we just said, everything she just said, what she said, it was you. She said it too. It's not us. She said it too. And every fucking video is you. And every video we put up there is you. On the video with Meek Muslim, it's you. It's always gonna be you. So if I get one thing from this motherfucking show, is work on yourself and vibrate high. And the way you vibrate high is by being intentional. Intentional
and controlling your emotions and living in a state of love. Love will eliminate all the fears that you have, the jealousies, the envies. Live in a state of love, genuine love. No matter if I disagree with a person's lifestyle or this or that, I genuinely love everybody. I want everybody to be safe and happy. Live in love.
Live in a state of love and then live in a state of knowing.
And humility. And humbleness.
I put all that into love.
I agree with you.
Then you love,
you be a humble person.
You're
a humble person.
So that live in a state of love and live in a state of knowing. Love is for the humanity and knowing is for yourself. You don't have to be judged on anybody if you know that. If I wanted that shit, if I work hard, I'll get it. Live in a state of knowing that you could do whatever anybody else do. Anybody else do if you put fucking working. Now I mean, like anybody else do it. You might have to go a little harder.
Yeah, that's right. Like we were saying with the
or you might have to work more. Or guess what? Sometimes you may not have to work. You may be more talented, and you just have to work a little bit. You much faster, but
you got to put in the work. So if Kobe did 8 hours, you put in 12 if you want to be like Kobe.
Nobody's coming to fucking save you. No. Your own superhero and your own supervillain. That's the fucking crazy part about it.
Like I'm working on that rhyme that we should be going to do on the Biggie D, and I said that in the rhyme. I said, the ghetto filled with prayers. All right, you go ahead and wait for the Lord to come and save you. Because that's what the ghetto was filled with, nothing but prayers. And you're going to sit down, you're going to sit here, and you're going to wait for the Lord to save you. But the Lord will never come and save you. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will never come and save you.
Freestyle HWTV, ECW Music. And I said, man, God said, don't wait for me to fucking save you. They like, Now, I mean, first of all, and before we wrap this up, we go into our last week. For the Bible thumping time for you. I'm gonna pick the book, I'm gonna verse the book on y'all, right? And y'all book, it says, faith without works is dead. That's the Bible.
Yeah, no, the Bible said God don't help those who don't help themselves.
Who said faith without works is dead?
I think that's also in
the Bible. And God doesn't help those who don't help
themselves.
For God's sakes, in the Quran and the Bible, it's all, fuck the, say if you don't want to believe, whatever, okay, cool. You don't believe in what we want to believe in, we want to believe in that. It's literally in there. Faith without works is dead. God doesn't help those who doesn't help them. What does that sound like to you?
And now
you gotta do it.
And then here
God take one step towards you, you take one step towards you, take one step towards God, take two towards you. Oh yeah, it's that too. But you have to take that one step.
And now even if you don't want to agree with my philosophy, here I can fuck you
it's
up.
in y'all fucking shit, y'all agree.
Here goes your theory. If you're made in the likeness of God, right? And I don't look nothing like you, then you're talking something that's spiritual inside of me.
What are you talking about?
Right. So therefore that means this. If I take one step towards God, you're gonna take two towards me. That means if I take one step towards my higher self will take two steps towards helping myself. Because we are nothing but the mirror image of God, according to your own Bible.
Like I said, last word, man. And this is episode 55. Like, share, subscribe. Go back and get the content of the Bible. And if we ruffle any feathers, it's because we're hearing some truth. Because we not being disrespectful in the motherfucking thing, but we saying the truth, and that shit's real. Now, I mean, y'all gotta analyze your own motherfucking book. That's not saying shit in person with people. I've said it multiple times.
Well, I would break down your book.
I've said multiple times. Even I think, okay, this is your book. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna try to bash people or try to believe in what I believe in. Yeah, they're not there. It's cool. But at the end of the day, y'all own book saying it. So if y'all saying, no, I'm just waiting for God. God saying, God is saying, like, you take one step towards me. I take, faith without works is dead. Or like you said, God doesn't help
those who don't help themselves.
In your own belief system. It's saying it, but yet still y'all saying y'all waiting for it. What?
You waiting for something outside of you to come and help you.
Nigga, your own book saying it.
You know?
Like, so,
makes no sense.
So like, the last word it up.
5 is side, even. Swinging the pendulum to the left. 5 is swinging the pendulum to the right. 55
is 1, 2. You know what I mean? So
5 is 10, yeah. It means I'm gonna tell you exactly. The swing of the pendulum to the left is as great as the swing of the pendulum to the right.
What goes up must come down. You know how I end this, man. Keep under grace, never under law. My negative thoughts is weak, and my positive thoughts is motherfucking strong. Our positive thoughts is strong. You know why? Because the L stands for love, the L stands for life, and the L stands for loyalty. And you know the L happy stands for motherfucking liking. Wolf, chosen one, shine bright. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for all the great content we got, all the other things we're gonna do on this channel. We're gonna keep you entertained, man.
And change the algorithm.
Change your algorithm.
Follow the new algorithm. Because there's a new algorithm. Follow that new algorithm.
And
you can change the world with that algorithm.
Please, spark some. Whoa.